We are jumping back onto the comedy side of things. Let's all please welcome Chris Putro to the stage. Everybody, Chris Putro.
Dude! Where's my car? I sat through that thing in the theater. That actually wasn't that bad. Hey guys! I've decided something. Next time I go get a haircut, I'm going to do this. So it's just to switch it up. I'm not going to let the Japanese girl cut my hair like she normally does. I'm going to ask for the black guy. You know what I'm talking about? Because I get my hair cut in Westwood. Every barber shop or hair salon in like a white area, they always have one black guy on staff, just in case. Yeah, it's okay to laugh about this. This gets worse. Because, you know, black people can only, it's a special thing, they can only cut each other's hair. You understand this? But the black guy, you know, he's always sitting around because nobody ever comes in. He's sitting around getting paid for nothing. So I want to go in and just, you know, make him earn his keep, you know, ask for the black guy. And of course he's going to run off and, you know, he can't find his scissors because he hasn't used them in like 2 years. They're like sitting at the bottom of a jar of Barbasol all dissolved and everything. Just to make people uncomfortable. No, of course I'm kidding about this. I would never actually interact with a black person. No, that's a swerve. I really, no. I have plenty of black friends on Facebook. No, I really do, and they're not just Facebook friends. I talk to them all the time here at the Pig and Whistle because they're all comedians. But still, white people. Let me ask you this. We're making things tense here. White people, no, look, I actually have black friends. People I know, but you guys, have you ever actually try to add a black friend on Facebook, and once they accept it, you go looking in the profile and realize you're their only black friend? And you get this uneasy feeling like, am I really supposed to be here? Am I in the wrong part of Facebook? You start to sweat, you start paging through their friends 20 at a time, seeing if there's another white person in there, and then finally you see one and you add that person as a friend just because you feel this sense, this bond between them. Like, I don't know why I stopped there. No, you feel a sense of bonding, like the next, you know, it's good to know somebody in this part of town in case you ever come back here. Okay. Look, I'm just sticking with the racial stuff because the story came out. Do you see the thing about the black albinos? Yeah. Black albinos have gone into hiding. And no, Nathan Hurd has not been banned from the Pig and Whistle. That's not what I'm talking about. It's all new people. You don't know Nate. Yeah, okay. I'm going to try to like you guys. The black albinos, actually in Africa, they've gone into hiding because apparently there's now a black market, pardon the pun, it's not my pun, there's a black market for albino body parts because like they bring good luck. And I read this, a complete skeleton or like cut up body parts from one black albino can go for $75,000. Imagine that, that's a tough life, being a black albino and having to go into seclusion from a society that misunderstands you. I actually saw a movie about one of these people. It was called Michael Jackson's This Is It. I did that punchline on a completely different joke a couple weeks ago and it died, so thank you for those laughs. I'll keep that in there. No, Nate's not here, and there's, you know, that's his gimmick, doing black albino jokes, and we comedians have a very narrow window, a couple days when we can do black albino jokes. After this, the gimmick goes back to him, so I'm just taking advantage of that. That was actually a terrible joke. Let me, but hey, violence against people who lack pigment is not just an African thing. You saw this story about Kick a Ginger Day. Yeah. This day when, I talked about this last week, it's a day when you're supposed to beat up redheads. And it happened in high schools, and now the story's continuing. Now 3 students in California were arrested for this. And I sort of, if their goal was to put redheads out of their misery, I sort of sympathize with it, because redheads have a tough life, right? They can't tan very well, there's that smell, of course. There's, they don't age, you know, they don't age well. I've been in an elevator next to Danny Bonaducci. Believe me, they do not age well. Even the girl, and there's a stereotype about the girls, you know, hot, fire and everything, but every time I go to a porn site where they have like 20 different genres you can choose from, when I click on redheads, invariably I am disappointed. There's always like, there's girls in there with like dyed hair, and then the redheaded girls are not trimmed because I think they can get away with it. And then I have to go back to the teen section and finish myself off, because as you guys know, I'm quite the fan of teens. So it's not the light yet. I didn't get the light last week. So I have carryover minutes. I'm instituting the carryover minutes here. So yeah, I'm with you guys. I would like to see the scourge of redheadedness wiped off the face of the earth, just like we got rid of polio and smallpox. But come on, violence against them one by one is not the way to do it. Why resort to violence when natural selection will do the job almost as quickly? Stop having sex with these freaks of nature, and the redheaded problem will solve itself. Jason LaCour, out in the hallway, gave me that line. It wasn't quite the line. It was probably in the delivery. I'm not going to blame him for that, but that was an alternate ending for that joke. Guys, I have a show at the John Lovitz Comedy Club this Sunday, 6 p.m. Up-and-comer show, even though many of the comedians are clearly on their way down. ChrisPutro.com, meganslaw.com/Chris Putro. You guys have been great. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Putro. Keep your hands going for him.